you for doing that. He did a great job. I haven't seen anything too crazy other than, as far as booty. I'm like, I know whose booty that is.
Mama Kelly knew which behind was Chris's. I knew
Yeah.
without even having to touch any of it.
I
That
know
was Chris.
exactly.
Yep,
I'm like,
That's
I
Chris.
changed that diaper.
I had to host that event, and I basically had to sit there and look at that the entire time. I was like, I was telling you, I think I told Kelly the same thing. I'm like, no, you're lucky you get to have a face mask and eye mask on for a lot of it, because it's not that you want to look, it's a car wreck. You have to
It's
look.
like a train wreck, like, oh my God.
Like this, that's like this.
Yes.
I don't care what anybody else says. I know everybody in here got a hairy ass. It's just I'm the only one that showed it. I'm the only one that showed the hair.
I mean, I did until I got it until the waxing and bleaching. Mine was the same way, Chris.
Shame.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I'm too scared to go
So Michael,
Yes.
you've been watching the episodes?
Yes.
And what are your feelings about how it's going and how your son is doing? And let me ask you this part first.
Yeah.
When you see those replays of like when we first arrived and Chris's excitement, and then when you're leaving, and obviously I'm so glad they only showed for the most part Chris in tears and not me, because that was embarrassing.
I think everybody was crying.
Yeah. So let me take the embarrassment.
Yeah, well, he's your dad.
You got that. You got all that.
He's your pops. But yeah, I've told people before on live streams and on interviews, all the men were in tears.
Everybody.
This was the most emotional group of men.
Yeah, and that was genuine, Darren. The last time, like I saw him a year before, 2022, I went out to visit, and it was the same thing. It's just the bond has gotten stronger. The bond between the two of us has increased, and it took us going apart, which is weird. I think I'm enjoying watching him grow and watching his success and watching him thrive in his own space. Yeah, watching him do it.
One day at a time.
Yeah.
You don't do the damn thing. Excuse me, Mama. Sorry.
Oh, we've heard worse.
I want to say something to my fans and to America that's been watching our season. I have had the privilege of, working with this amazing cast this season. I love everyone. I really do extend that kindness, respect, and support to everyone.
Yeah.
However, I've told Michael this repeatedly, and Chris, that you both have touched me to the core. How close you are to each other. I missed Michelle when I was filming, and when I saw the two of you finishing each other's sentences, and Darren will vouch for this, how close I am to Michelle, that I was crying. Not only the dads and the other moms, but this mom, you reminded me of Michelle and I, and if we were a male version, it would be you and Chris.
Oh,
and I just love you very, very much. And Darren took good care of Chris, and I make sure Chris was fed every morning. Right? Right? Yeah, we love you so much. And Chris, yes, and there was some question for Chris. They knew I was coming on with Darren and your dad tonight. They said that is Michael is as gentle as he comes across, as soft-spoken. And I told them that I would share that with you. And I will say to the fans, he is not just statuette tall. He is like this giant bear, like so giant, gentle man. And then his son, they said, this is what they said about you, Chris. I'm going to share this with you. They said, Chris just seems to be so focused, and he's so fit, and he's just like ready to fight. And I said,
Stay ready.
Yeah, I said, I have a lot of respect for Chris. He's very, very focused, nice, incredible, good-looking young
Thank you,
man,
Mom.
but
Thank
he has
you,
such a heart of gold. You just watch his dad, and I have had the privilege to witness this. I mean, Chris has this masculine side, but then when he sees, when I get to see the soft side in him, like he always sees me, and he's like, "Hi, Mama Kelly," you guys just witnessed that, like we just know,
Hey,
you
Mom.
know. And Darren knows I love him and his son as well. I mean, I just love everyone, and I just love you guys. I just want to make sure that the fans know this. I address that, and not only do I love you guys, my fans love you guys.
Oh,
Yeah,
Hey,
thank
everybody.
you,
Thank you,
thank
guys.
you.
that's
And
right. That's right.
and
There's a lot of love there.
I saw someone mention you even have the same mannerisms. Yes, we are
Yep.
wholeheartedly. Thank you, thank you.
They
We
finish each other's
The
sentences.
apple don't
yes,
fall too far from the tree. I
Not
think is
too
what
far,
they
not far from the
not at
tree.
all,
say.
not at
Not
all.
far
Mike,
from the tree.
No,
Michael, share
yeah.
how tall you are, though.
I am 6'7".
That's it.
What
That's
do you
all.
mean that's it?
6'7" inches tall.
What do you mean that's it? This man is 6'7", built like a Greek god, gets out and
Yeah.
has some custom-made bicycle for
All right,
giants.
all right.
Oh,
Now,
don't get
Look at
started.
the dad and look at the son and look at the
built like
smile. I mean the energy. I still get
Yes.
goosebumps because I just love them so much.
And I think
Lots
it
of
just
love.
I love you too.
I don't want to come across like I don't want people to stay standoff. So I'm always smiling, always open and engaging. I like to call myself I like to reach into people. I want them to lean in. Let's have conversations. Talk to me. What's going on? How you doing? Um, and I never want to come off with that cold 6'7", like, oh my God, please back up. No, I want you
Right.
to lean in,
Right.
let's talk. Don't be
Yeah.
afraid. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And you've done such a good job with Chris.
Well,
I
thank
mean,
you.
that is
Thank
your
you.
this is your legacy right here. You should
Well,
be so
thank you.
proud.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of Chris
That is
and
my
your dad.
thing. London legacy.
That's
Thank
right.
you,
That's
thank
right.
you, Mom.
That's right. Now I want to open up the forum. I
Let's
mean, Darren
go.
and I can lead this, of course. We want to get your feedback, Michael, because we missed you before you left. So we
Yes.
definitely missed you after you left. So I want to get your take on it, and of course, how Chris felt after Dad left. Mm-hmm.
So who wants to go first? So
Go
Mm-hmm.
for it.
I got hit first. So when I didn't get a photo, when I got, didn't win the challenge, I didn't get a photo. I knew. The only thing I didn't know is how they were going to do this separation. I thought we were going to get a minute. No, it was boom out.
Right.
So I'm looking at Chris. He's looking at me, and he starts going like this, and I'm like, oh Lord, it's about to start.
I
And
ain't
so
about to cry.
I couldn't do nothing but lean in. I couldn't do it's my son. I couldn't do anything but lean in and just let him have this moment. And we talked. We talked in that little huddle. We also talked in the huddle where we were throwing the mitts. It didn't show that part. That was a behind the scene. It didn't show that day. Just his frustration with everything at that time. So yeah, so that was a moment for us, and it was a genuine moment. Those weren't just acting tears. Those were real, genuine tears because we
I
really
wasn't crying. What you talking about? I was sweating. There's a
he was
difference.
sweating
Big
real
difference.
hard. Your eyes
Mm-hmm.
were sweating. Yeah,
Big
Mm-hmm.
difference.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
those were real tears, and it really hurt me to have to leave because I enjoyed that experience. I was enjoyed watching him go through a relationship and how he engages it. And we talked about, okay, how's it going? How's everything? How did last night go? So we enjoyed all those conversations. That was the first time we've ever had that. His other high school relationships, he just did on his own, and I just saw the aftermath.
Literally.
That's right. That's right.
Literally had to
Yeah,
watch the aftermath.
it's never easy to say goodbye. We've developed this,
Yeah.
friendship in the house,
Yes.
and I mean, it's it was a harsh reality for sure. And to see the two of you having to say goodbye broke my heart. Like I don't want
Yeah.
you guys to have to say
Yeah.
goodbye. Yeah, for sure. And I was kind of surprised that you didn't get anything,
I I
Michael.
was I was as well. I was surprised, but I said, you know what? It's just not my time yet. It's not my time. So I'm still single. Yeah,
That
Chris, I'm
Good,
was
because
dating.
one
there
of the
was a
questions just right now.
yeah.
Hey, I was
The
waiting. I saw that. I was like,
good
I'm not
looking
sure.
Still
dad is still single,
Yeah, I was about to say,
still
everybody.
I know he's
single.
single. I
Michael
know
is
he's
still
single.
Still
single.
trying to navigate these waters. The dating scene is weird right now.
It
So it's
it
like,
is. It
so I'm like,
is.
all right, I'm gonna keep on, stay with my health, keep on working, and keep working towards that goal. Yeah,
That's right.
yes,
I think would have to agree with you, Michael.
yes,
You know, in everything, there's a good timing for everyone.
yes,
And your attitude is so beautiful with the faith. You know, the Lord will drive the right person to you.
yes,
Yes,
yes.
and I will pray for that person in your life. She will be
Thank
so
you,
lucky
thank you,
to have you in
thank
her
you.
life. We're so lucky to have you as our friend for
Yes,
life and
yes.
have Chris
Same.
in our lives. You
Hey
know,
guys.
I still get chills, and I hope you know that. The both of you know
Yes.
that. I text you often,
Yeah.
and
Thank,
I check
yes,
in
So,
with
yeah,
you.
yes.
sorry, Mama. I don't be getting back to you all the time. I'll be getting like hyper focused and just zoning things out.
That,
I'm sorry. I'm
okay,
sorry. I don't text you
okay,
back all the time.
okay.
Okay, I do
Dad,
love
can
you. Just know
can,
that.
can yeah. Dad, can we just shift it a little bit with Chris right now?
Oh,
Give
please,
Chris a few
yes,
minutes.
yes.
Yes. So Chris, we wanna get your take. We'll circle back with you, Michael. I
Okay,
promise.
okay, no
But we wanted
problem.
to check in with Chris. Chris, how did you feel when Dad had to say goodbye? That's a
I
hard
done gave the
question
wrong
to
man the
ask.
mic. Uh, no, it was something. I'm gonna say, like my dad said, I'm gonna say I don't get to see him too often. So like whenever I
Hmm.
do get to see him, I try to treasure those moments and I try to enjoy all those
Yeah.
moments. But I don't know. My dad was already talking about how the house was making him uncomfortable, and it was like kind of like he was debating if this is something he wants to do or not. They didn't show it on air, but I'm gonna say amongst like ourselves, we know that I'm gonna say he was kind of questioning if this is something that he wants to continue doing. So whenever I kind of already knew that at some point he would be going home because this is way out of his comfort zone. But I thank him for even putting himself out there and doing this as far as everybody else on the cast. But like whenever they did it like that in the manner that they did, where it was like the challenge, and then okay, yeah, so whoever didn't get a photo, pack your shit and go home. Oh, sorry again. And then so
It
like
was sudden though. But no, you're
It
right. It was all
was.
sudden.
yeah, like
We were actually even all talking like, okay, I wonder if it'll be tomorrow, or we thought we were
yeah,
going to
like
have
we
that night, and then it was like,
Yeah.
get the
nope.
Like,
get
That's
the hell out of the
right.
house.
Like, yeah,
pack your
go.
stuff and get out. Like, wait a
Yeah, right?
minute. Wait a
Yeah.
minute.
So like whenever it hit me, it wasn't like I was totally surprised because like I kind of knew it was going to happen, but I didn't know it was going to happen that abruptly. And like just having and like my dad is like that's my dad. It's my father. He's my comfort zone. I've grown up with a man, so like he's like a security blanket
Yeah.
in the house, I guess you could
Huh.
say, or something like that. I don't
Just
know. He's like the only person I
earth.
really know in the house. Whatever. And so having like that person that you know since birth is like there, and then the second they tell him to go home, it's like a rug just ripped out from underneath you, and that it hurt for a second. I was like, damn, I ain't gonna have my dad. Like I'm gonna be in this house alone, like with a bunch of people that like I got to know through like as we got like continue to go. But like at first it was like I know these guys, like I don't really know y'all like that. Like I don't know everybody's intentions. I don't know how everybody operates. But then after he left, once he left, and like I started getting used to it. And that night, as I realized, oh shit, my dad's not here. I get to
I get to
wild out
cut
right
up.
here. Yeah, and I realized like
Yeah.
I honestly, if you ask me, I do believe like that gave me kind of an edge in the
Mhm.
competition amongst the sons because they all had their dads there and they're kind of like I know these boys like are wild. Like I've talked to them, I've seen the Instagrams now. Like I know they're wild,
Well, not
but it's
Yes.
like
Sam, not Sam.
no,
So
no,
wild.
not Sam. Sam's a saint. Fucking hell, Sam's a sailor. And so like so like yeah, I knew like I kind of had to edge up because everybody else was out of the house. Like I mean, everybody else had their dad in the house. My dad's gone, so I'm like, all right, I get to wild out now. I get to be my own man again. But like
Yeah.
originally, yeah, like as you guys saw, it did sting a little bit. Like I don't get to see him all the time, so like
Mhm.
whenever we had to say goodbyes, I'm not the best at goodbyes.
Mhm.
So yeah, it stung. My eyes sweat.
Oh, Chris,
Uh-huh.
you know all the moms there because you and I were the first one, right? With the moms, we met the boys. I mean, the youngins.
Thank you.
So who would you have set or want your dad to be involved with,
Ooh.
right?
Out of all the moms,
All the
or
moms.
just the original
All the
cast?
moms, including me. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Papa won't get hurt. No,
My feelings are not hurt. We know that I'm 100 years old. It's okay. It's okay.
Lie
Whatever,
again.
Kelly.
Lie
Whatever.
again. No, that's literally. I will say that's another thing. People, I'm sure you've probably gotten comments in the DMs too, but people on the show really like how well you keep like your body. Like they
Yeah.
like the fact that you're actually fit, and then like all the other moms are kind of, I didn't say let themselves loose, but some people agree that you're one of the more well fit moms on the show. So
Thank you, Chris.
good.
Thank you.
But
Well, we all are into the fitness industry, right?
Yeah.
Staying fit. That is just a side effect, but more importantly, it's for the mind.
Yep.
I love that.
Correct.
Mental health is
Right.
mental health as well.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
want
So answer the question, Chris, because I
you're-
would love to
my bad.
hear
You're
who you would
avoiding.
put your dad, your sweet dad, with.
No, so if it had to be out of any of the moms, out of like all of them, I would have to say probably Shauna, just because like
Okay.
even afterwards, like like that was even after I got back from the show and like recording and everything, I text my dad and I was like, hey yo, pops, like you may have went home a little too early because my dad, like my dad is he's a Southern gentleman. He carries himself a certain way. He's not loud and out there like some of the other people on the cast. And my dad I don't know if everybody knows, but my dad, since I was a kid, has been an artist. He used to eat, breathe, and sleep art. But then at some point along the road, and life be life, and that light kind of dimmed a little bit. So I truly believe Shauna, if my dad could have sat down with Shauna for a little bit and found that spark and that conversation again of, hold on, I forgot, this is what the fuck, like this is what I'm passionate about. This is what I love. I think it may have possibly led to something else. I'm not saying that they would have got married, but
Right.
I think she would have been an amazing woman for my dad to meet. Yeah.
Okay.
So with that being said, Michael, you know that Chris has your back. And
Yes.
you know that Darren and I love you to pieces. I would agree 100%.
Really?
Beautiful Shauna.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very classy. Very well spoken. Your dad is absolutely a gentleman. I think that they would have had something.
Yeah.
You know, they would have had a chance.
So I left
Would you like her handle?
Would you like to
We'll be happy to do the matchmaking for
Worst
you.
she can say is no.
That's right.
Okay. All right.
Right.
Let's go. Let's
That's
shoot
right.
a shot. Let's shoot
Well,
a
we gotta
shot.
find.
See how
We gotta
this
find
goes.
out. We gotta find out over the next
Yeah.
couple weeks if she stays single.
If she
Right.
stays single, yes. This might have propelled her in another direction. So you never know.
We never know. But we can stay friends, right, everyone? We can still stay
regardless
friends.
of anything.
Hey.
That's right. That's right.
So
That's right.
there's
So I want
something
to
we've been
also.
asked. Oh, go ahead, Kelly.
It's okay, Darren. I wanted to give them some some spotlight here with with Michael's podcast, and then Chris is fighting. I want to make sure they get that plug in. Yeah.
So
Darren, do you want to go ahead and ask them what you want to ask them?
Yeah.
Then I'll plug.
Well,
that
we've been asking everybody, and I mean, because I think we all get asked a lot, through the DMs and social media. How did you guys first find out about being on this show? And did you know you were going to be on a show together? Was it two separate shows? You didn't know each other was going to be on a show? How did this all come about for you to end up on MILF Manor 2?
Well,
Good
perfect
question.
timing. Because we actually talk about this on my dad's podcast, the Dad Exchange. I must say that was one of our first episodes. That's the first thing that we discussed. So it's not out yet. I must say at the end of the season, I must say my dad will be dropping that, and you guys can get all the juicy tea. But for a quick rundown, they hit me up. They hit me up personally on Instagram, and they asked me if I would like to do this. I was telling, like at first, I was like kind of just thinking that they were BS and like it was a scam. So I was just slowly going along with the process. They've never asked me for any credit card information. They never asked me for any, like any crazy
That's a good sign, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, this might be legit. Then a little bit more process. They got me my flight itinerary. Like they sent me my ticket, and I was like, wait, this is legit. And then and I think it was well, I'm not going to name the producer's name, but we all know her. And the one that cast everybody. She reached out to me and she was like, hey, so like, do you have any family members? Because we're recording a bunch of separate shows out in Canada. So if you have any family members that might be interested in doing a show, let me know. So I sent them my dad, and then take it away.
Wow.
Then he said, he texted or called me. He was like, Dad, we're going, what are you doing in October or September or something? He's like, you want to be on this reality show? I'm like, wait a minute, let me think about this. So I thought about it for a couple of weeks, then I hit him back, and he was like, okay, someone has been trying to DM you. And I go and look at my DM, and I noticed that there was a DM that's been sitting there for about 2 weeks, and I didn't even check because I'm thinking scammers are smart, man. They just come up with all type of ways. They got layers to their game. And I'm like, okay, let me see. And I go in. I'm like, what did they scam Chris on to try to get me? And come to find out, it was all legit. And I'm like, okay, let's do this.
And Michael, what were you told you were going to be on, Michael?
Northern Love or Northern Love or something.
Yeah.
There was some truth to that, huh?
Yeah.
What about
you? Know, again, going north.
I'm going north. I'm going to Canada.
Yeah. So
Chris, what about you? What show were you told you were going to be on?
I was told I was going to be something. I don't even remember. Untitled Love Show.
Sam said it was called Cuffing Season.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yes, that's what it was.
On the paperwork, it says Untitled Love Show because they didn't want to actually tell us the actual name of it. But yeah, they kept saying, oh, it's something called Cuffing Season. There's going to be girls your age. You guys are going to go out. It's going to be a fun time, all grand. And then we get to the hotel and they say, yeah, so it's actually a show called Wolf Manor. And we're all like, wait.
Oh, they didn't tell you at the hotel? Because I thought they didn't tell you guys till you got on the boat.
No, I'm going to say, they told me at the hotel, like, to kind of give me a heads up. They're like, hey, so like, just so you know, like, this is Milf Manor. I was like, oh, okay, bet.
Michael,
and then once we actually got off the boat, that's when we saw all the women.
And Michael, you didn't know the name. Like me, I didn't know till we got to the house and the women. I think Kelly told me.
Until we got into the producer was bringing us over, and we were like,
I didn't know at all.
Oh, we didn't know at all. No, and everyone kept asking, like, so how did you not know your son? That's how they planned it that way. The human interaction and the whole surprise and the exposure was to get that reaction, and they did a great job. They did a great job.
They did.
We didn't know coming up, and I think we started kind of putting two and two together. All the dads, we kind of started putting it together. Like, I got a son here somewhere. I got a son, and then it all like. And then we just started getting real surprised, like, oh, if I see my son, and sure enough, there he was.
Wow. That's when you're thinking, oh my goodness, this is going to be a fun show because I get to be with my son.
Yeah.
And you didn't even know if you're going to get women your age or younger, huh, Michael?
No idea. All the women, it was fun to just interact with them all at the club, at the pool, not at the pool, but at the beach, in the hot tub. It was great.
In the hot
tub.
I never got in the hot tub. I'm not sad about it because I don't know if I wanted to get in that water, but I never got to.
Smart choice.
But I was craving the lake. I mean, it took me all the way until almost the end, till they finally let me go down to the lake. I mean, actually, Chris and some of the other young men snuck me down there.
Like, hobble them on down there. Like, all right, you good, right? I'm just here to just make sure you don't fall. If you do, I got you. But like,
got you.
Oh, you got this.
I think they were just trying to get my medication, though.
Yeah, man, we need something, baby. How we doing? Hey, Suzanne.
What's up,
Suzanne loves Michael and Chris. I agree with you, Suzanne. We love this father-son duo. 100%.
Long-time friend.
100%.
She's basically helped raise them, fed them when dad had to work or whatever. After basketball games, our kids would hang out together. Yeah. So see, that is a long
Wow.
term,
I have a lot of
Yeah.
adopted
a
parents.
lot of
Yeah.
adoptive parents. Yeah,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
it
That's
take
wonderful.
it took a village for
That's
me to get this
wonderful.
done.
Yeah.
True.
So I want to circle back to Chris. Take it
Mhm.
back to the very first, moment when you guys are riding, on the boat coming to the dock. They're like, what did they say when they put you all on that boat? What did they say to you?
Hard
You're
ice?
gonna see some
Nope, they didn't
20-year-olds.
say nothing. They said hard ice the entire time. We weren't allowed to talk to nobody on the entire, like that boat ride. We weren't allowed to talk to each other.
Really?
Wasn't nobody talking to us, like, because they kept having to, like, send us back around to, like, record and everything. But, like, whenever we were.
What?
Did he freeze up?
Did it? Oh, okay.
There we go.
I thought
Yeah,
it was just
I have, like, a
ADHD.
notification. No, a notification, like, lets me know when I've spent too much time on Instagram.
Oh,
Must say, but, yeah, I'll say anything over 30 minutes, too long. But, so I'm sitting there, like, we're all sitting, all the guys on the boats. We still haven't talked to each other. Like, we didn't get to talk to the other guys until we got on the actual property. And so on the way over there, they weren't telling us anything. They were just saying, all right, we're on our way to go see the women. Be ready. And I was like, oh, okay. So, like, I'm over here trying to get to know Joey, get to know Sam, Miles, and Jacob. But, like, every time I, like, ask them a question, hey, what's up? What's your name? Hard ice. You're not allowed to talk. So I'm like, damn.
they kind of tried that with the dads a little bit when we were
Really?
driving over.
Men.
But we're grown men. So as soon as we all gathered to get mic'd up and everything, we're all way out in front of the manor. We all just started talking, and and they were like, "No, hard ice, hard ice." It's like, I don't know what that means. Hey, and we're introducing each other. Yeah. But we were grown men, so they didn't want us talking.
Fuck you. I like how you said that, and they said we're grown men. We can talk when we want to.
Now, Chris, was that a long
ride?
Was that a long ride across the waters?
No, from where we got on the boat to the actual manor, I think it was only like 25, 30 minutes.
Oh,
It wasn't too bad. It was beautiful. Like being on the lake and like actually just getting to go was actually beautiful. I'll give it that. Yeah. But
and then what did I know we were excited. The moms were excited because we weren't told anything else other than go over to the where the side of the deck was and look down because there are men coming. That's what that we were told. So we're all standing there like this, and then all of a sudden I saw you first because you're the tall one that got out first. I'm like, wait a minute.
Is this what we're working with?
Okay. Yeah, they're good-looking boys, but they're not our age, right? They're good-looking young men. And then, it just hit all of us at that point, like, oh, okay. And then I remember personally thinking, okay, I can still mingle with these young, good-looking men, but there's definitely not going to be any dates for Mama Kelly here. But I thought you guys were so well-behaved and really good-looking young men. So, yeah, that's what I remember thinking to myself, okay, here we go. Here we go.
Here we go.
Yeah. And who hit you first, Chris, when you walked up?
You guys already know. I must say, I found my target and I stuck with it since. Right it out.
You got it.
Come on, go for green.
There you go, Michael.
Green.
That was awesome. What he just said. He's very focused, right?
He
Because
is.
that's what I picked up on Chris. Once he's determined, he's focused, and he's going to achieve it. He gives it his best shot.
His aunts, my sisters keyed in on it. They was like, "Oh, he already knows.
Yeah,
he already knows." So your aunts said, "Good job." They said, "All right, he's focused. He's in. He's not swaying. He's focused." And they also said
my competition left made it even easier.
They also love you, Kelly, and love you, Darren. They love you guys.
Thank you.
They love you guys for real.
Thank you. I do respect Chris a lot because Chris is only what? How old are you, Chris?
Turning 29 this year.
29 this year. 29. Okay. The fact that you're so young and so focused and achieved, I mean, like he did not waver, and that kind of shows with his achievement. So I do like that, and I respect that. A lot of women do appreciate that, because if you see something or someone that you want, we want that 110% attention. So love that. I love that.
There was only a couple of the men, young men, old men, didn't matter, that did that had that singular focus of I picked who I want to connect with, I picked who I like, and didn't matter who else came into the manor, and you stuck with your guns. And I'll say there was this other guy, Darren something, he did the same thing.
I don't know.
Darren was locked in.
And even Sam was kind of the same way too. He locked in, didn't try, and I respect that of you guys.
Yes.
Especially being younger men. You guys stayed locked in, decided what you wanted, and said, "I'm going for broke. That's what I'm here for."
And especially with everything that was going on with that little love triangle, like everything that's going on with the little love triangle between David, Christina, and Sam. The fact that Sam still stuck it out, was like, yo, like, this is the woman I want to talk to. Like,
yeah, even on last night's episode, as we're approaching the last couple episodes of the season, Sam's like, when Rob and Fletcher came in, Sam's like, I'm not really worried, but, I am a little concerned because, I'm still trying to show Christina the kind of man I am. And that was that way from episode 1.
For sure. For sure. Now I'm going to go back to Dad, because I remember watching you a little bit. I was watching you a little bit, Michael, and of course I was rooting for you. And I noticed you were talking to a few other moms. And what were your take on them? I know you and I spoke about that off camera a little bit, but I would love to just share that with the fans, that you're an awesome person that I've gotten to know.
So Lynette and I did start, we kind of started a little, conversation, but I just didn't, I'm an old-fashioned type of guy. I got to get to know you. I like the courtship, the getting to know you.
I love it.
I like that part. That is I like that part.
Yeah.
And the show didn't. It's sort of like microwave.
For that.
Yeah, they don't have none of that. They don't have none of that. Hey, I'm gonna talk to you for a second. So, what do you like doing? What are some of your even what you see is what you get. Like, no, this is not a microwave. So we didn't get to hit it off. And then also Crystal. Crystal is another one that I really wanted to get to know. But
she has a beautiful heart.
Yes, and the great thing is both of them live in North Carolina, so we're gonna have to collaborate sometime. Crystal is like 2.5 hours away in Charlotte, and Lynette is like 30 minutes away in Apex.
Wow.
So so
she's
I'm here in Raleigh.
She's in Cary, right?
I'm in Cary. Well, I'm in Cary. I thought she said she was in Apex, because if she's in Cary, she's like 10 minutes away.
Wow.
Yes. So is Crystal. Not Crystal, but Christina.
Christina's there too. I mean, half the cast was from North Carolina.
What?
Yeah.
When I was getting on the plane, there was a guy that said, "Oh, there was somebody else that's going to a reality show." I said, "Was it a woman?" He said, "Yeah." How does she look? He was like, "You look good." I'm like, "All right, good." Now I got to find out more. So I had a scoop from one of the guys that worked at the airport.
Well, I mean, I was shocked, because as we kept meeting people, it's like every other person was, "Oh, I'm from North Carolina. I live in North Carolina. I live in North Carolina." It's like, what the hell are they putting in the water in North Carolina?
Some beautiful people here in North Carolina. I'm glad to move back. I was in Ohio and I just recently moved back. Yeah.
So I have a couple questions from my fan base here in my inbox. I need to ask you, Michael. Is Michael still single? And they would like to get to know you. I said, I will. It's going to be on the house. I'm not going to charge you for any match. I will speak highly of Michael.
You should be a matchmaker.
And then they said, yeah, that's right. So definitely it's going to be on the house. And then they also wanted to know, do you actually do model like your gorgeous son? I said, yes. He is pursuing modeling just like his son.
thanks to
So
this
there's the
guy.
question.
So yes, I am single. And then also thanks to this guy who gave me the confidence to actually just step out there. And we talk about it. I've always wanted to model, but you know, life be life, and I got to raise sons. I got to do this first. So I put all that on the back burner, full circle. My son models and then convinces me, well, after this show, Dad, you know you can model, right? Like, really? Like, yeah, go ahead. So I did some I had a photo shoot about 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago.
How'd it go?
And, it went, Chris said it went good. I think it went good. I'm tough on myself, but Chris said it went good. I got a lot of reactions back. So yeah, my sister said I did good. So I'm just waiting to hear back from a couple of agencies, and we're gonna see how this goes.
Will you send me a couple clips, because I like to brag about you a little bit.
Right.
You have a fan base off of my fan page. They're asking about Chris's dad, and I said I will ask. And yeah, so I guess I'm becoming the matchmaker as well. They're asking about all these fathers that didn't make it, and I'm like, yeah, I will ask for sure. And if you would send that to me, I'd be happy to post that on my page for you.
I will. And I'll also like to say hey to Mama Sadler.
Yeah.
Another one of Chris's. It's another one of Chris's moms.
Oh, hi, Mama Sadler.
When he played AAU basketball, they trust me.
Put a roof
He has
over my head, over my stomach.
Amazing.
Taking care of me as though like I was really truly like
hi,
one of her, like
Mama
I came straight from her stomach. Like
when I couldn't make it to the games, her and her husband and her son took care of Chris while I was over here with my other son playing AAU basketball. So yeah.
Nice to see you, Mom.
Nice to see you. But okay, but yeah, still single. Still trying to pursue the modeling career and the podcast.
Yes,
I'm excited for the
Will
podcast.
you please share that?
Yes.
Will you share that with us?
So the podcast is the Dad Exchange, where I'm going to just have different dads come on, and we're going to have real life conversations. Watch out, Darren. We're going to have real life conversations about you know, raising our kids, and about mental health, and about like Chris and I had a conversation yesterday, the one we just recorded, about what do you do when your son, you guys start bumping heads? How do you handle that? How do you protect the long-term relationship that you're going to have of that best friend that you're building? Some people say, well, my son's not my best friend. He's my best friend now. He's a grown man. He's his own man. All of my sons are grown. My youngest one is 26, so they're all grown. So Bryson, you just turned 26, 27?
No, he just turned 27. Yeah, because I'm turning 29.
Oh, yeah, in May. You just turned 27.
So Chris is the oldest, Chris? You're the oldest, Chris? Are you safe, honey?
Chris is
Are you safe?
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, my goodness. Don't you have me worried.
I'm good. I'm over here by the gym right now. I got to get the trainer
Okay, okay.
No, I'm good though. I'm the middle child. I'm not the oldest.
Chris is the middle.
Okay, you're okay. So Michael, tell us how many boys do you have?
I have 5 sons altogether. I have 5 sons.
Okay.
My oldest one is actually a Harlem Globe. Well, he played for the Harlem Globetrotters up until this year.
Oh,
he decided to.
Congratulations.
Yes. He enjoyed it. It was a great time. He did it from 2018 to 2023. He played for the Harlem Globetrotters. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Wow. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
It was always hard for all 5 of us to get together, because that son could be in France, Italy, anywhere in the world with the Harlem Globetrotters, and then Chris is in Cali. The next son is in Kentucky, Indiana. The other one's in Indiana. Then the other one is in Illinois. So one day I'm gonna get all 5 of us together, and it's gonna.
That would make you so happy.
Oh my God!
That would be the best gift to your dad.
Yeah.
We just want time with our children.
That's it. That's it. With the grandkids.
We're gonna get there.
Yes. And I'm sure Chris and the rest of your son, and including Darren and I, would love to see you happy.
Yes, yes, and as well as you guys as well. Yes.
For sure. And so when is the podcast?
So I wanted to start it at the conclusion of the second season of the season we're in now, but I may start next week. I may start before the season
Go ahead,
concludes
drop it.
and just drop it. But I'm just so nervous because
Michael, where do
the
we find it?
quality.
Where do we
It's
find
gonna
it?
be on Spotify podcast for podcasters. So I'm gonna start it off there, but I'm gonna put the link in all of my stuff so you'll be able to see it, follow it, start following me, so I can start this
Everybody
journey.
start
It's something I've
following
always
Michael
wanted to
London.
do.
If you guys follow me and you don't follow my dad, you're fake. Hey guys.
It's something I've always wanted to do is share my story of my sons and my memoirs.
Yeah.
So I've had a journal ever since 1998 that I've been writing in. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff.
That's wonderful.
A lot of stuff.
That's a beautiful gift to the kids.
I'm looking
to the kids.
I'm looking forward to it, Michael.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
for
you.
sure.
Yeah.
And then my personal question to you and Chris, with my swimsuit line coming up, I was just wondering what your schedule is like, and see if I can work all the dads in
what
my
you
show.
need, Mama, I got you. What you need.
Okay. So you're gonna have male swimsuits. You're gonna have
We have a division, Michael, and
Yes.
I do not have a line for the males yet, but I'm planning to do that next year. However, in this show, there are males that are needed for the other designers, and I think bringing you all on will only highlight this year's show.
Okay,
and it
if
will
you
give
get
us
Connor on there
credibility.
and Chris, yes.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. And now, Chris, I want to circle back and give Chris a few minutes. I followed you, love, and I am so proud of you. Every time I see you achieving something, it just hits me in the heart. And I want you to know that. I'm very, very proud of you.
Thank you.
I just want to just hug and kiss you. I want you to be safe. I want to know that you're okay.
I'll be good. Well, I say, trust me. Yes, fighting is things can get rough, things can get bloody, but this is what I love to do with my life. I'm gonna say, if you would have seen me before martial arts and before fighting, I was running around LA, high off cocaine, drunk off Jameson, like slowly killing myself. So that's part of my story. I'm gonna say I've done a lot of drugs in my days, but now I can actually say I'm happy with who I am and what it is I do with my life, what it is I bring, like I offer to the table. I can walk around confidently with my chest held high, knowing who I am. And trust me, like I said, yes, you get knocked down sometimes, but that's life, and that's one thing martial arts has taught me. It's not about how hard you get knocked down, it's about how you get back up. So I will always be okay. I will, no matter what is going on in life, I will always be good because
you're always in my thoughts. Yeah, you're always in my thoughts, and your dad too.
Thank you.
Yes, of course. Now, what's next that we should know about you, Chris? We are going to plug Dad. Another one, right?
We got to fight.
Back in that baby. This weekend. So originally the opponent backed out. I'm gonna say this weekend, actually, Saturday, April 6th.
Okay.
July 6th.
I'm fighting. Oh yeah.
Okay.
July 6th. April 5th. Thank you. I'm gonna say this weekend, July 6th. I'll be fighting out here in California, out here in LA, Commerce Casino.
Okay.
There's a pay-per-view in my bio. So if you guys aren't able to make it there physically, go ahead, check the link in my bio, grab yourself a ticket, invite the friends over, grab a 12-pack, 24-pack, grab something to eat, and watch some fireworks, baby.
I will do that for you.
And banging.
Knock them dead, Chris. Knock them dead. Get up.
I will say, I do have to go in and, speaking of, I do have to go in and start training now.
Yeah.
Okay.
No problem. No problem.
Thank
you, Chris.
Really
so much love. For you, always.
How do they do it?
So much.
I don't know how
the kids do it.
What do you do?
Yeah, the
kids do?
Yeah.
Get the double.
The kids go like that. Yeah.
Oh, where did we get that from? Whoa!
I like my best.
So much love.
It is like
I don't know how you do it. It's like, there we go.
Hold on, I do this all the time, and I don't ever get the.
Do one of those.
Man, Instagram don't like me. But no,
Well,
thank you, Mama Mac.
yeah, absolutely, love. And when I'm in LA, I definitely will look you up. I know you said somebody looked like me the other day, but I would never go to LA without letting you know.
Thank
So
you. I was like,
absolutely,
so I was
absolutely.
driving down Hollywood Boulevard, and I see a lady in a nice big white truck pass by, but it was like a quick glimpse, and literally for a second, all I saw was like the cute face, and then that long curly hair, and then just like the thin arms. I was like, was that Mama? I started looking back.
Is that Mama Kelly?
Kelly, did you take my truck to LA?
For a second, I was thinking something like that. I was like, I got to text her real quick to make sure, like, are you in LA without talking to me? Like, ouch, that hurt.
Yeah, that was Darren's truck.
He just don't mind me.
Don't mind me.
You should see Kelly try to get in my truck. That's hilarious.
Trust me, I could already imagine.
Oh my
God. Like a little trampoline. Build your way up.
It's like climbing the wall.
Get in there. Like, get in there.
Right? But going and do your thing, Chris. We love you.
I love you.
Yeah, take it easy, honey. And know that you're loved and you're respected. And you're supported, Chris.
You are. Yes, you are. Right? Good luck this weekend. We'll talk.
That's right. We're for Chris.
Say
Look at Chris.
What's up to the dojo? What's up, dojo?
Yes.
I'll talk to you guys in a little bit.
Okay.
You got it. Bye, Chris.
Bye, Chris.
Yeah, we'll keep Mike on for another second. We'll keep Dad on. Okay. Hi, Mike.
Sounds good.
So he makes us all of us so proud.
Yeah.
And I mean,
just everything that
not only are you proud, but we're proud of Chris.
Well, thank you guys. Thank you for supporting him. Darren, again, thank you for keeping an eye on him, because I know my son. Well, I knew my son, but he seems to have more self. Chris is, he can be a handful if you don't. He will just like when we were on the beach, and we're supposed to be over here shooting this scene, and everybody's like, "Where's Chris?" He's over there building a sandcastle with the local kid that's built in Canada. He saw a kid that looked like he was struggling making a sandcastle, and that's just Chris. That's how he is. He has a huge heart. His exterior is hard, but he has a huge heart. And thank you guys for just keeping an eye on him and just helping out. It takes
absolutely.
It takes a village.
Of course, we're family, Michael. We're family.
Yeah. And he's always gonna, even though he probably didn't need the checking on, but he's always gonna be my son. It's like I'm.
That's right.
Always.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And no, I mean he, especially right after you left, he came to my suite at the Manor.
Sweet.
I had a suite there. So you guys had bunk beds that you couldn't even
oh my God. And I'll never forget.
Yeah, but no, he came to my suite a couple of times, and we were just able to chat, and so always happy to do that. And him and Sam just like that, and they were out there grappling and scrapping every day. And
Good. So how is Sam? Or that's another episode. Is Sam coming on? He's already been on?
Okay. No, he has not. He's on in after the finale. Sam will be on. All right. So I'll wait, and I'll drop in the chat and see how he's doing.
Yes.
Remember, but I'm always chatting with everyone.
Irish, Molly,
everyone.
19. So much love for you guys. So much love. There's so much so much room for kindness and love, everyone. I really hope that you all feel it. Even though we're on social media, everyone, our personality can still come across. And I am very, very grateful and touched that my fans really feel it. It makes me happy that you guys can see that. And I guess through, the comments and how I reply to everybody. And that constant gratitude for everyone that's tuning in this season and liking. So thank you, Irish Eyes Smiling 19. I do appreciate you. I wanted to wrap this up and give back the love to the handsome men. That's correct.
Well, thank you.
Right? The jazz and the silver fox hair. They love your gray hair, Michael.
Yes, I did shave last.
The grays,
last month.
Yeah, I would agree. So I want to invite everybody to tune in next Monday. We don't know who's coming up next ourselves as we're confirming it. And this is how we keep it nice and fresh and exciting.
Yes.
Please continue to send in your questions, because I do share it with my guests, and we like the interaction and your feedbacks and the kindness and the support and the respect for each other. We do appreciate that very much.
Michael,
and I hope you are enjoying
Michael,
it.
what's your social handle? What's your Instagram handle?
Michael G. London.
Okay.
There you go.
There you go.
Right there. Yes. Michael G. London, all one word.
Perfect. Awesome.
And the dad exchange is actually is shared on Michael G. London and my Coach London, Coach Michael London.
Okay.
And
Instagram.
Can we also plug Chris's handle in, Michael? Do we have Chris's handle?
Yes. Oh my gosh, it's back here somewhere.
He's going to be fighting this weekend, everyone. Please buy a ticket. Even if you can't make it, you can still buy the ticket and watch it.
Christopher London, all one word, _.
There you go.
Christopher.
Okay, you got it.
London _ Yes.
Yes. And I want everybody to know that as parents, we do pray for our children. That includes Chris, Sam, Jacob,
Joey,
Miles, Joey, everyone.
Jacob,
everyone. We want our kids to be safe and healthy.
Yes,
for sure.
We do.
Yes.
For sure.
So I just want to also wrap this up and say thank you, Darren, for joining me tonight. And thank you, Michael, for joining us tonight. And I promise we'll circle back again, because there's still more milfing to do.
There's more milfing to do.
Until next time, we're going to stay magnificent, everyone. And thank you, everyone, for tuning in. And we'll see you this Sunday.
All right.
We have two episodes left, right?
Thanks, you guys.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you.
Thank
you. Thank you.
Mwah. Mwah. Thank you, guys.
All right.
Good night, Kelly. I'll talk to you soon.
Bye-bye. To you guys. Let's see if I can get Chris.